All right, everyone. This is Logan 78733. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. The channel is Logan's Law, Doomsday Prepping, tips and tricks to survive at the end of times, as you know it. You can go to my channel on YouTube, Logan's Law, Doomsday Prepping. Coronavirus,
Good morning.
pandemic, pestilence,
Where is everyone?
tips and tricks to deal with it.
Let's get started.
First of all you people out there that's getting all these masks,
Sounds so different from the other
those
roles.
paper masks that you find at like Walgreens, Rite Aid, places like that, don't work. You need a thicker mask. If you go with the paper, you need the cotton thick mask with the small respirator that's made on the front. If not, go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, get the painter's respirator that filters out chemicals and air contaminants. They're not much, 17, 20 bucks. Or go on eBay and get respirators. If you don't have it, I can tell you how to make a respirator. Very, very simple. Or a rebreather. But as for now, in a state of emergency, this is how it goes. Dry goods, canned goods, such as oatmeal, grits, rice, pork and beans, vegetables, mixed, spinach, anything that will give you protein to keep you going, because meat is going to be scarce sooner or later. If you have money in the bank, get it out now. I've been following the Dow Jones. It's been dropping hundreds and hundreds and thousands of points every minute. When that happens, when it gets down so far, they're going to close banks. People are fighting over food now. Shelves are being bared. Sanitizer. People are just really greedy. They're charging $200 and $300 for an 8-ounce bottle of hand sanitizer. Come on. Hand sanitizer is very easy to make. 1 part bleach, 1 part water, 1 part liquid dish soap that says antibacterial. Bring it to a gel using either aloe vera oil or glycerin, which you can find at any Walgreens or Rite Aid on the shelf by the pharmacy. Put it in, shake it up, it'll gel up at the same consistency of hand sanitizer. I prefer bleach anyway. Bleach kills everything, including you if you're not careful. Water. If I'm not mistaken, in my last video I told you how to purify water. If not, I'm going to tell you now. Once again. Bleach is the main ingredient that they use at the water purification plant. But they use it in a special mixture of so many parts. Take a gallon juice jug, milk jug, whatever, rinse it out, as long as it's a gallon. Fill it up. You can even do this with filthy water, toilet water from the back of a tank. Not the toilet bowl where you boot bat, but the back of the tank that fills up. Gallon of water, even from a hot water tank. The bleach has to be Clorox or Dollar General brand, concentrated. No, none of this scented stuff. No lemon, no potpourri. Just regular bleach. 6 drops of bleach to 1 gallon of water. Sit aside for 30 minutes. You'll be shocked. When you come back, it'll be crystal clear and safe to drink. Wipes. Hygiene is very, very important in times when everything is being rationed. I just left the store a few minutes ago. They're only giving 1 gallon of milk and 1 gallon of purified water or spring water to per customer. Shelves are bare. You need to ration things. You need to learn your tips and tricks, and that's what I'm here for, to try to help you out. I just told you about the water. I just told you about the my last video. I told you about the food. Check out both videos. I will teach you how to cook colonial style on an open fire. Another trick. Meat. If electricity goes off, which I hope it doesn't, but if it does, a lot of people don't know how to preserve their meat. Canning is very, very simple. You don't need all these fancy devices. If you have a big stock pot, you put a dish towel, not a rag, but a towel, or a towel that you would dry off on as long as it's clean, in the bottom of this pot. You don't want your canning jars to touch the bottom of the pot, or they'll crack and break from the heat. Fill it, put your canning jars in the pot, fill it up with water to the neck of the canning pot, not over it, but just to the neck. Set it on the stove on high to boil the canning jars. You can find them at Walmart or any place. I think it's 12 or 15 for $9.99. Take your meat or your vegetables or your fruit, your preserves, whatever it is you want to do with it, whatever it is you choose to eat for a later time. Cook it like you would regularly cook it. Keep it hot. When the canning jars boil, pull each canning jar out of the water, whichever way you want to do it. If you want to use canning jar tongs, a rag, or whatever, as long as you get them out. Right away, you take the food and the juice that you want to preserve, the meat and the juice. Pour it into the canning jars while they're hot and the food is hot. Place the little cap on top, not the screw on, just a little cap. Once you're done filling them, when you hear a pop, you'll hear it. It'll be a suction sound and a pop. When you hear that pop, that means all the air and everything is out and it's vacuum sealed. That's when you screw the lid on tight that goes around over top of the cap. Let it set to cool. It's now vacuum sealed. That food will sit on a shelf in a cool, dark place for at least 3 years. Same thing with fruit and vegetables. Ammunition. A lot of people don't want to hear about it, but you need to face reality. There's going to be people out there that's going to try to take what you have so they can survive. A human being is civilized, but only so far. We still can revert back to our primal instincts of survival. No matter how educated you are, from Harvard to Greenwich, it makes no difference.
So what can you tell?
I can tell you that it's impossible to translate from an audio file.
You have to keep your ammunition dry. Like we used to say in the military,
I didn't need it because I already
keep your powder dry and your eye on the target. Because your neighbor that you've been knowing for 25 years, who's supposed to be your best friend, will be your worst enemy, because you have what he needs to survive for his family, which is food and water. And he'll do anything to get it, even killed. Medical supplies. You don't need all these fancy medical supplies that they're going to charge an arm and a leg for.
Colonel,
You can go to dollar stores
you mentioned Berkeley. Are you going to ask
and purchase female sanitary napkins. They're absorbent. They make great tourniquets. They make great bandages. They also make great fire starters with the cotton inside. Tampons, same thing. For hopefully not bullet holes in you, stab wounds, any kind of wound that's deep. You can take the tampon, take the top off, shove the bottom into the hole, and pull the plastic off and leave the string hanging and bandage it up. It's a wad. It can also, that's another thing, can also be used as a great fire starter. Medicine. When push comes to shove, when the stock market drops, money is going to be worthless. It's going to be worthless as toilet paper or a fire starter. You need gold, silver, either jewelry, coins. That's why all these commercials used to come on. Buy gold coin clads. Buy these original 999 proof silver buffalo coins. Because you're going to have to barter. I hope it doesn't happen, but life as you know it will cease to exist. It's the end of the beginning. The end of life as we know it and the beginning of a new world order. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But as we know, the government is always right. Okay. Back to the tips and tricks. Your ammunition, you must keep it dry. You must keep it good. You don't want it to turn, tarnish, or go gangrene the way it will look. So what you need to do is the plastic freezer bags that you use to store food in the freezer. It has to be a freezer bag, thick. Put your ammunition in it. Roll it up, fold it up, whatever. Zip it halfway. Get all the air out. If you don't want to do it like that, those small inserts that come in boxes of like oatmeal or shoes that say absorbent, do not throw those away. You can use those to take the oxygen out the air of whatever you want to preserve or keep dry. It'll act like a vacuum. You could take 2 of those small packages and throw it in the bag with your ammunition and zip it up. Try and take as much air out as you can, but zip it up. Those packages will absorb and take everything out. You can also put them in your bug out bag for your clothes. Your clothes might get moist. They might get damp. That will take all the dampness out of the bag that you have your clothes in or materials. Plastic bags, garbage bags, they can be used as ponchos to keep contaminants off of you. Everybody that's wearing these masks, kudos, but you forget one thing. When the person sneezes or coughs, the virus will get in your eyes. Goggles or glasses, best thing to use. Best thing that I can say is just stay the heck away from it. Don't shake hands. Don't hug. From a distance. How you doing, bruh? Works for me. Now, do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Let's see, what else can I tell you what to do here? I don't want to get too graphic. Like showing you how to make pipe bombs or homemade shotguns. Hint, hint. But I just want to tell you, I love you, and God does too, and I want to help you stay here. Because the way society is going now, the offspring that we have, the way they act, the human race will be extinct within the first 2 years of this pandemic that really knocks everybody down if they don't fix it or cure it. They say they don't have a cure, but we know because Trump's been in contact with so many people that has, and he's well. He passed the test. So let's get it together. Let's go. Keep your dishes clean. Keep yourself clean. Like I say, wipes, hygiene is a must. Parasites grow on your skin whether you know it or not. That's where BO comes from. Same thing we do when we eat and drink. What do we have to do? We have to go to the bathroom and get rid of the waste. Same thing for the microscopic parasites on your body. They eat dead skin cells. They poop and they pee on you. That's where the smell comes from. Keep it clean. Body wipes. Baby wipes, I mean. Aloe vera water. People don't know about the aloe vera water. Everybody's trying to just get the purified and spring water. Aloe vera water is better for you. It has healing properties. Tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is a must in times where hospitals are full and you cannot get antibiotics. It disinfects and cleans out wounds and makes them heal faster. 2 tablespoons tea tree oil, 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil onto a gauze pad or a clean rag, and it must be applied to the wound and taped on or tied on. As I said before, I told you about the bleach and water. I just told you about the aloe vera and the tea tree oil. Let's see, what else could I? Oh, super glue. They had us use this in the military. You get a cut, instead of bandage, put a little super glue on the cut, pinch the skin together. Instant bandage. We called it new skin. Now they're making money off of it. What else can I tell you? Because in my first video, I told you so much. Told you about tea tree oil, super glue, aloe vera water, bleach, alcohol, ammunition. Your friends will become your worst enemy. I think I've done what I can. Any questions or any remarks any questions that you have that I haven't thought of the tips to tell you, just leave me a comment. This is Logan 78733 signing off from Logan's Law. Tips and tricks to survive the apocalypse. Welcome to the apocalypse.